1 year ago, Malala Yousafzai almost lost her life. After the Taliban attack, she was evacuated to a hospital in Britain. The Taliban have threatened to attack her again. While the Islamist group has lost control over the Swat Valley where Malala grew up, it continues to stage sporadic attacks there. Cultural anthropologist Peter Yeltsov says the Taliban and some tribal leaders in the remote northern regions of Pakistan target secular education because they see it as foreign.
I never faced more hostility towards what one would call, if I can still use this word, like Western culture, Western civilization, as in the tribal territories of the Northwest Frontier and Baluchistan.
Yeltsov says Western arts and entertainment are especially disliked in areas like Waziristan, Baluchistan and Yousafzai's native Swat Valley. During the 2 years they ruled in Swat, the Taliban destroyed hundreds of schools, especially girls' schools. Yeltsov says the Taliban enjoyed some support among Pakistan's conservative politicians, but he says most Pakistanis want education for women. Unfortunately, he says, in many remote villages there are no schools for either boys or girls.
And basically there is no education, there is no medicine. You walk through this villages, you don't see any women on the streets, you don't see any children on the streets. It's a mud brick houses culture.
Education is compulsory in Pakistan for children up to 16, but Yeltsov says the government is not able to enforce that in the tribal regions.
If you talk to people, say, in Quetta or in Waziristan about who is in charge of things, they don't want to see Pakistani government as being ahead of them. They see their tribal law, their tribal legal system, their family relations as their primary law.
Most children in Pakistan's urban areas do attend at least elementary school, and the participation of girls is much higher than in rural areas. In Pakistani cities there is also less fear of foreign culture. Fashion model Nadia Hussain says the world should know that.
The foreign media does need to know that these are the kind of events that also happen in our country, and it's not just about extremism.
Yousafzai's memoir, I Am Malala, has been released in the United States and Britain, and other countries will follow. But it is not clear how many people will be able to read it in her native country, where the Taliban has threatened to destroy bookstores that try to sell it. Yeltsov says Malala is already a hero in her country, regardless of the threats and some discontent about her publicity in the West. He says throughout history, people like Yousafzai have changed the world. Zlarica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.